Hi, this is Neil Friedman from NNC, and in this video log I want to have a quick talk about productivity and efficiency within the workplace. And really what's inspired me is I read an article online written by this man over here, whom, to be honest with you, I haven't heard of before, Michael Mankin, and I'm going to just touch on a little bit of what he said, but anybody who wants to have a look at the complete article, there is the URL for it over there. I would suggest any business leader looking at and improving efficiencies and productivity within their business and wanting to understand the difference, maybe gives this article a little read. So really, I think the key bit for me around here was that in this article, the author talks about the difference between efficiency and productivity. And although the difference may appear to be subtle, actually from a business point of view, it's a great difference. So let's firstly look at the definition of efficiency. So efficiency is about doing the same with less. In other words, we're talking about cutting costs whilst keeping the top line the same, so your turnover remains the same, but we look at cutting costs in order to increase profit. As against productivity, which is about doing more with the same. So keeping your cost base, particularly your staff and labor cost base, the same, but getting more top line growth out of that base. And the key point of this particular article that I've referenced here, the key point around that was that since 2008, companies have been working on becoming more and more efficient. So in order to increase profits, the companies have been becoming leaner. They've been cutting staff, cutting working hours. We've seen this big growth in zero-hour contracts in the UK, giving businesses the ability to reduce hours. In other words, stripping down the cost base whilst turnover remains pretty stagnant in order to improve productivity. And I think the key bit around this article was that the author was saying that companies today, small and large, just cannot get any leaner. The improvement in profit, the increase in profit, is so marginal with what's left to cut that trying to become more efficient is no longer really viable. There's just no more efficiencies to be able to create. And so what businesses need to be doing now is looking at increasing productivity, looking at how do we get more out of the base that we have. And specifically, as relevant to myself and NNC, is talking about how do we get more out of our people. All right. And again, coming out of the same article, was this some incredible information here. So inspired employees bring more discretionary energy to their work every day. And I think that is such an important thing to understand, is that when your staff come to work in most organizations, they have this reserve of what's been termed here discretionary energy. That is how much energy they are willing to put into that work environment. All right. And that is at their discretion. So a staff member who feels that they're undervalued will underproduce. It's that simple. We will tend to give to how we perceive that we are being valued within the workplace. All right, and you can see that on the information here. There's a statistic, and the source of that stat is linked in the URL at the bottom of the screen. Is that staff who are feeling inspired are 125% more productive than an employee who is merely satisfied. And that's quite a key bit there. We're not talking about against an employee who is disgruntled. We're talking about against a employee who says he's satisfied at work. But an inspired employee produces 125% more. And what that relates to is that a inspired employee can produce as much as 2.25 satisfied employees. Remember, that's not a disgruntled employee. That's 2.25 times more than a satisfied employee. So executives with a productivity mindset who can do everything within their businesses can tap into this reservoir of discretionary energy that exists within your labor base. All right, you've got this discretionary energy that's there. It's in your workforce. It's about bringing that out. It's about getting your staff to move from being satisfied to being inspired. So research suggests that the best companies get about 40% more productive than average companies, and that results in an operating improvement in margin of between 30 and 50% than industry peers, obviously sector by sector, and in turn leads to faster business growth as well. So the key line here, and the key bit of all of this, is that by inspiring a larger percentage of their workforce, leaders can dramatically improve productivity and reignite top line growth. I think that is just so key. I'm going to read that again. By inspiring a larger percentage of the workforce, leaders can dramatically improve productivity and reignite top-line growth. And that's what Northampton Nutrition Center does. That's what NNC is all about, is helping you come into your business and providing a health and wellness program that helps you take your staff from being merely satisfied to being inspired. So I'm reaching out to business owners, HR departments, and executives with a free to attend event that I'm hosting on March the 27th. There's the details. So it's on March the 27th. It's at the University of Northampton Innovation Center, better known as the Cube in Northampton. The seminar is from, well, we're meeting 9:30 with a cup of coffee and tea to get going at 10, and we should all be wrapped up by 11:30 on a Monday morning. The seminar is entitled How to Boost the Health of Your Workforce, and it's really all about showing how a tailored health and wellness program, not just a one-off event, but a tailored health and wellness program into your workplace can help to inspire a good percentage of your staff and help you improve that productivity in order to increase top-line growth. For those that are interested, there's a telephone number on the screen that you can phone to book a place, and there's also an email address which is inquiries@northamptonshiregrowthhub.co.uk. Send an email across there saying that you'd like to attend, and we'll respond and reserve a seat for you. As I say, it's a free to attend event designed to be seen by business owners and HR executives around increasing productivity within your workplace. My name is Neil Friedman. This is Northampton Nutrition Center. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you.